Okay, let's dive right into this. Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're taking a super exciting journey right into India's agricultural heart. We're looking at the Mambazha Mela 2026. Now, this isn't just your average weekend farmer's market. It's actually a fascinating look at how cultural heritage and direct-to-consumer economics come together around arguably the most beloved tropical fruit on the planet. And, well, it all starts with the name itself, Mambazha. It's the absolutely beautiful Tamil word for mango. You see, by anchoring the festival in the local language of Chennai, the organizers are making a really clear statement from the jump. This is a massive celebration of deep-rooted indigenous agricultural heritage. It sets this perfect tone, respecting tradition while totally innovating how we actually buy our food. So, for 3 full days, India's rich mango heritage literally takes over Chennai. I mean, it's a huge takeover. It brings farmers, specialized producer companies, and everyday consumers, like you and me, together into this single, buzzing ecosystem. And the best part? It completely bypasses the normal, clunky supply chain to give absolutely everyone a direct taste of authentic agricultural wealth. Okay, let's get into the hard facts, the logistics. The Mela runs from June 12th through the 14th, 2026. The venue? Express Avenue Mall in Chennai, running all day from 10 a.m. to 11 p.m. And actually, just think about that placement for a second. Hosting an agricultural exhibition right inside a major modern retail mall. It beautifully bridges the gap between rural farming and urban consumerism. It makes accessing all this incredible heritage just incredibly convenient for the average city dweller. But you might be wondering, who's actually pulling the strings here? Well, the event is organized by NABARD, that's the National Bank for Agriculture and Rural Development, alongside NAB Kisan Finance Limited. So this brings massive credibility. We're talking about a highly structured, heavily financially backed initiative. And it's designed explicitly with one major goal in mind, to empower farmers and physically bring them face-to-face with the end consumer. Section 1. A feast of rare varieties, sourcing the perfect mango.
6. That is the staggering number of different Indian states that are literally pooling their resources and harvests together for this one single event. We aren't just talking about a local fruit stand here. We're talking about a nationwide mobilization of agriculture descending right onto Chennai.
Just look at this regional footprint. We've got mangoes being sourced directly from Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Andhra Pradesh, Karnataka, Kerala, and of course the host state, Tamil Nadu. Imagine the supply chain synchronization required for that. They have to transport fragile, fresh produce from the orchards of central India all the way down to the southern coast and time it perfectly so everything arrives at peak ripeness for this exact 3-day window. Honestly, it's just incredibly impressive coordination.
And the result of that crazy logistics network? This breathtaking, mouth-watering variety. We have the famous Alphonso, the hefty Malgova, the royal Imam Pasand, alongside incredible regional specialties like Sundarja, Dasheri, Banganapalli, and Mallika. For a consumer, this is a total sensory spectacle. It gives you access to these hyper-regional varieties that you'd almost never ever find in your standard grocery store. Section 2. Quality, heritage, and GI tags, the science behind the premium taste. So, a really crucial factor to understand here is the GI tag, or geographical indication tag. Basically, it's an official marker proving that a specific fruit originates from a highly specific region, possessing unique qualities directly tied to that local environment. Think of it as the agricultural equivalent of a trademark. Just like, real champagne can only come from the Champagne region of France, while a GI-tagged mango guarantees you're tasting authentic, scientifically recognized heritage. It totally protects the farmer's brand and guarantees your experience as a consumer. On top of that, the festival heavily features certified organic mangoes. For anyone who's health conscious, this is huge. It guarantees the fruit has been grown using strict, sustainable, chemical-free farming practices. It really showcases a massive commitment, not just to agricultural tradition, but to the future of soil health and, obviously, consumer safety. Then, we have to talk about farm gate prices. What does that actually mean? It simply means the price you pay at the Mela is much, much closer to what the farmer actually receives at the base level before a complex web of distributors marks it up. Because this event facilitates direct sales, the retail costs for these premium, organic, GI-tagged mangoes become insanely competitive. You're actually paying for the fruit, not for some middleman's transportation and storage fees. Section 3. The farm-to-table win. A victory for farmers and consumers. The supply chain here is just elegant in its simplicity. Step 1, the fruit is grown by farmer-producer companies, or FPCs. These are essentially collectives that empower local farmers. Step 2, they sell directly at the mullah. Step 3, the fruit is enjoyed by the consumer. Notice what's missing there? Zero middlemen. Literally none. This straight, unbroken line from the orchard right to the mall is exactly how you achieve maximum freshness and maximum economic efficiency. This setup creates a brilliant win-win scenario. On one side, the consumer gets access to super rare varieties, intense farm-to-mall freshness, and highly competitive pricing. And on the flip side, the farmer secures higher profit margins, gains invaluable direct market access, and gets to build their regional brand face-to-face with the people actually eating their food. It really is a perfectly balanced economic transaction. But we have to zoom out for a second and look at the macro agricultural impact. By attending and purchasing at the Mambazha Mela, you aren't just buying dessert. You're actively promoting the survival of indigenous mango varieties that might otherwise be totally pushed out by mass monoculture farming. You're financially encouraging sustainable organic farming practices, and you're providing vital, real-world support to farmer-producer companies. You're literally strengthening the backbone of India's rural economy.
So, who should actually visit the Mambazha Mela? Do you fit into this ecosystem? Let's take a quick look.
The target demographic here is incredibly wide. Naturally, mango lovers and families looking for a fun weekend experience are right at the top of the list. But look a little deeper. This is an absolute goldmine for fruit traders and retailers looking for direct supply lines. It's perfect for food bloggers wanting to showcase rare culinary finds, and crucially, it's a living laboratory for agriculture students and agribusiness entrepreneurs who want to see a truly successful direct-to-consumer model in action. I want to leave you with this final thought. Will the way we buy our fruit shape the future of India's agricultural heritage? The Mambazha Mela proves that our consumer choices, opting for direct, GI-tagged, organic produce, can fundamentally change the economic landscape for farmers across 6 different states. It shows that learning about and seeking out our food's heritage isn't just delicious, it's a powerful economic tool. Thank you so much for joining me on this explainer. Keep questioning the structure of the world around you, and I'll see you next time.